Eto, usapang pag-ibig naman tayo,
Yes.
Joshua. Pero ito yung merong malaking age gap. Ang tawag nga dito ay May-December romance. Kasama po natin ang ating guest psychologist ngayong umaga, Professor Justin Ray Nojadera Chavez, para talakayin ang tungkol sa ganitong setup ng pag-ibigan. Good morning po!
Good morning po, Miss Diane, and also to Sir Josh. Magandang umaga po.
Good morning, Prof. Welcome back sa Rise and Shine Pilipinas. May psychological reasons po ba kung bakit nagiging attracted ang isang tao sa mas matanda o di kaya mas bata po sa kanila?
Actually, sir, hindi lang po about the concern when it comes to age ang concern natin dito. It's because of the needs of emotional security and also the compatibility. Kasi po, yung concern natin when it comes to attraction, basically, ito po yung influenced by attachment style, lalo po yung personalities na gusto natin sa isang individual, and even the values and life experiences po na gusto nating makuha dun sa isang individual. Lalo po, for example, kung matanda po yung partner mo, you're also seeking for sense of security. Kung bata naman po, you're also seeking for sense of adventure or even specific energy na gusto mong makuha dun sa individual na yun. Kaya po, yun ang nagiging ang preference natin when it comes to attraction. And again, just to be clear, may mga ganito na rin naman pong existing relationship these days, and hindi naman po natin mako-conclude that it's healthy or unhealthy immediately. Kaya po kailangan, we also really need to respect them. Pero tingnan din po natin na other factors, lalo po yung mga red flags na kailangan natin ma-check throughout the relationships.
Ah,
Yun po, sir.
ganon. Okay. Well, ano yung sinasabi niyo mga red flags na yan, Prof?
Actually po, when it comes to red flags, most of the time, bakit po nagkakaroon ng issues? Because of extreme control. For example, dahil po matanda yung partner ng isang individual, they tend to control the individual basically. Lalo po yung financial dependency. Minamanipulate po yung partner nila because they have the sense of money, for example, or financial security already. Yun po nagiging tool nila for the younger individual, lalo po yung mga younger individuals po hindi pa naman po financially secure. So yun po ang nagiging tool nila for them to have a long-lasting relationship. Pero again, it's a red flag kasi po it can be a leverage or at some point, yun po ang nagiging basihan ng kung bakit they tend to stay on the relationship. Kaya po and even yung concept po na mas alam ko yan kasi mas matanda ako.
Yan.
So yung ganong manipulations po can be called or can be also
Oo
concerned.
nga, no?
Ganun
Pag
po.
medyo manipulative na, Prof, it's unhealthy?
Yes po, sir. Yes po, Miss Diane. Yes po. Kasi po kung manipulative na po ang relationship, there's already unequal, yun po yung boundaries natin, especially. Saka po yung pag may manipulation na po kasi on the both, lalo po, especially on the mature or the younger individual, kung may manipulation na po kasi wala na pong sense of love na existing doon po sa relationship even. So yun po.
Okay. Well, speaking of pagiging manipulative, madalas po nga po kasi ang matandang partner o yung mas nakakatanda ang mas may pera, karanasan at posisyon. Doc, or Prof, paano po may iwasan na magkaroon ng power imbalance o itong ang manipulative behavior kung saan nadodominahan o nakokontrol ang mas batang partner?
Actually po, kapag when you say power imbalance po kasi, then again, ang meaning po kasi nun, it's more on hindi na nagkakaroon ng, kumbaga hindi na mutual when it comes to the sense of decision and even respect. Kaya kailangan po magkaroon ng freedom din as well when it comes to decision making and freedom to disagree at some point. Kasi kapag may freedom po on those both ends, mas nagkakaroon po ng sense of control sa relationship, and even yung emotional guilt po will not be that present. Kaya importante po, lalo sa relationship natin these days, kailangan there's equal voice and equal respect doon sa both parties para po magkaroon ng, alam niyo po yan, strong bond doon po sa dalawang tao or individual.
Okay.
Kasi if there's already a power balance between those things, mas nagiging strong po yung relationship nila. So maybe it's a good factor din po to consider. Apo.
Okay, Prof. Sabi nila kasi communication is the key para maging successful in relationship. Pero halimbawa nga nagiging manipulative na yung mas older partner. Tapos sinabi naman na if the older partner is not willing to adjust, is it advisable na ituloy pa yung relationship or might as well putulin na lang yung relasyon?
Kung makikita po natin, for example, kung yun po ang naging scenario natin, nakaka-affect na po ba? Ang tanong kasi dyan, sir, nakaka-affect na po ba sa akin on my daily activities? Kung nakaka-affect na po, at some point, we can consider ending it. Pero kung at some point, kung yung manipulation naman can help you be motivated, halimbawa po, yung mature individual or older individual tends to manipulate kasi gusto niyang tulungan yung partner niya makapagtapos ng pag-aaral, for example. At some point, it can't be. Pero kung titingnan po kasi natin, lalo po in a Filipino perspective, medyo mali na po. Kasi lalo kung emotionally abused ka na, emotionally affected ka na, ay kailangan na po nating tapusin yung relationship. Lalo if manipulation really affects you.
Oo. Pero kung ganito, wala namang manipulation, talagang true love. May ganyan naman
Yeah.
talaga. Mga magkalayong edad, pero they really enjoy each other and they are meant for each other. Pero kunwari, Prof, yung isa 35 years old probably, yung isa siguro mga 22, kakagraduate pa lang nung isa, yung isa medyo established na. Ay, of course, yung isa gusto mo na mag-explore, yung isa medyo stability na hinahanap. How do they navigate these differences para walang masyadong conflict?
Actually po, yung love naman po really exists there, regardless of age. Actually po, hindi naman po simpleng age issues lang ang concern natin. Again, kung titignan po natin yung dalawang factors, kung 35 years old po, probably yung stability na tinitignan yan or at some point family concerns na. Kung yung 20 years old po, more on career exploration pa lang siya, self-discovery, and the best thing that they can do, number one po, importante po kasi when it comes to age concerns, unang-una po, kailangan magkaroon ng honest conversations. Ano bang ina-expect mo sa akin? That's
Yun.
Yan,
number one.
ganyan.
And opo kasi kung wala kang ina-expect sa akin, for example, kakagraduate ko lang po, you're expecting me to provide already for you, ay mahirap talaga. Kaya po kailangan, there's already an honest conversation. Number two, kailangan po, pangalawa, don't pressure po one another kasi kung ako, 35 years old na, I'm expecting you to be with me, ready, mag-live-in tayo, magsama agad tayo, maapektuhan po yung 20 years old. So probably, that can be a good pressure. And even, pangatlo po siguro, we need to respect the readiness, lalo po ng isang individual. Kasi, lalo po 22 years old, probably discovering self, discovering career, and even discovering yung emotional intelligence niya, probably. Kaya po kailangan natin consider yung long-term yung compatibility. At importante rin po, lalo yung ganong age difference, kailangan din po ma-discuss ano yung mga lapses or red flags niyo before. Importante din po natin discuss yan for you to be more stronger.
Yun.
Importante po.
Usap
If you're
yan.
friend.
At sabi nga nila, love is a two-way street.
Yun,
and it takes two to
correct.
tango. Well, on that note, maraming salamat sa iyong oras, Professor Justin Ray Nojadera Chavez.
Thank you, Prof.
Thanks, Prof.
Ang ating psychologist and love guru na rin.
Yes.
no?